Barry Smith with M2M Politics is back with us. Of all the bills you could have followed, what about Laura's Law drew you into it to get some coverage for your readers?
Well, Laura's Law has to do with Laura Fortenberry, who was a 17-year-old girl, and 17-year-olds is a girl. She was killed by a man who had been a repeated DWI offender back last summer, and a lot of people feel like that he shouldn't have been out driving, and we need tougher laws on repeat DWI offenders, repeat drunken drivers. So Representative Tim Moore and a lot of the Gaston and Cleveland County delegation have filed this bill that is named after Laura Fortenberry, which would increase penalties for repeat offenders of drunk drivers. Actually, it would increase the court costs for all DWI people convicted of DWI.
Mandatory jail terms from the way I read the bill.
Well,
no parole.
This is for repeat offenders again, and this is for what are highly aggravated. Your first time it's not, and maybe even your second time it's not. But if you keep on and keep on and keep on, unless you were really way over the limit and you really, if you were involved in a bad accident or something like that, your first or second time you probably aren't. But yes, it would increase the jail term. It would increase the fine from $4,000 to $10,000, and it will increase the court cost by $100. And that's kind of significant because that's where they're actually going to get the money to pay for it. In this budget-tight year, they've actually found a way to pay for it so that it won't be a drain on the state budget.
Bills like these, it's hard to find people opposed to them, legislators opposed to them. Is this a slam dunk bill, or does it go the other way of some of these other bills named after people who were victimized, and where you hit a good debate, you think it's going to get there across the finish line, and then it just sort of fades away?
I don't know that any bill is a slam dunk bill. I think it will be heard out in judiciary committees and probably both the House and the Senate. It could be one of these at the 11th hour it finally gets passed. I know I've seen some of them that go over into the next session, and that is possible. What's really interesting is Michelle Armstrong, who is Laura's mother. She was at the press conference the other day, fighting back tears to talk about her loss, and she is committed to getting this bill passed and to increase the punishment on repeat DWI offenders. She said that she's going to fight for it until God takes her home.
What is it that some citizens can come down here and lawmakers rally to their cause, other citizens come down here and fight and fight and fight for their issue and don't get the feedback like we're seeing with Laura's Law?
That's a tough one. It's one. I think a lot of times when you get someone who is an innocent victim, and I think every legislator here says that could be my daughter, or my son, or that could be my relative or my next door neighbor's daughter. I think it kind of hits home with them. Now, again, this has got a long way to go. It hasn't become law yet. There's another part of this bill that is going to require some alcohol monitoring equipment, that people who are out on probation have to wear alcohol monitoring equipment. You're going to get into there. Some people are going to say, oh, come on, do we really need to do this? And of course, it would only extend until the time that they're on probation. But they would actually extend that period from what is now a maximum of 60 days to what could potentially be up to 3 years.
All right, Barry, M2MPolitics.com. Surf to it. We'll see you soon, buddy.
Thank you.